We went to the 3 largest naturist resorts in Corsica: Bagheera, Riva Bella, and Chiappa. And today we will be answering all of your questions.
It's not all of them, it's only 10.
All right, 10 is probably more than enough, but we will make sure that the most important ones are covered. For example, are the resorts dog friendly?
Or what is the best naturist resort for families?
5-year-old me would definitely take the dragon and drag it into the sea and play with it. And what are the best rental accommodations?
To me, this looks like the Airbnb that you find when you forget to set your budget. What is the best food or drink?
Oh wow. We will even make Nick test how warm the seawater is.
All right, this is a little bit chillier than I thought. Now that I think about it, did you send in the messages to make me test the water?
Maybe, but that's not what this video is about. Let's start at the beginning of the morning. What is the best sunrise spot in each resort?
The best place to watch the sunrise at Bagheera is definitely at the beach, because you can see the sun come up straight from the sea, right in the middle of the sea. This is beautiful. What do you think?
I think my best place is my van, because I have a bed and coffee there.
On Chiappa, the best place to watch the sunrise is definitely around pitch. Of course, we are lucky that we have front row, but I think most pitches have pretty good sunrise view.
Mine is definitely still in the van with a cup of coffee.
Also in Riva Bella, the best place to watch the sunrise is definitely on the beach. Right? Right?
Still the best way to watch the sunset.
The next question is for the pet owners. How dog-friendly are the resorts?
What is dog friendly? Does the simple fact that a place allows dogs make them dog friendly?
We asked our dog-owning naturist friends and they came up with 3 benchmarks. Number 1 being that they can walk the dog without having to get dressed.
That is a win for Bagheera. You can walk your dog in the forest, at the campground, and even on the beach.
Second one is, can the dogs go for a swim?
Sure they can. There's the sea.
And the last one is, can we take our dogs to the bar? I'm sorry, our friends are British.
Good news to all the British dog owners and everybody else. We've seen it confirmed at the beach bar.
So that is a triple win for Bagheera on dog friendliness.
Also, Riva Bella is dog friendly, and because the domain is so huge, you have a lot of places where you can walk your dog. For example, around the lakes, you have the whole campground. You can also take your dogs to the beach and you can let them swim in the sea. It is allowed. Just remember, don't let your dog swim in the lakes. That is not allowed. Also, people are not allowed, by the way. Anyway, you can also take your dogs into the restaurant. Well, basically not in the restaurant, but outside, on the terrace, on the side. It's perfectly possible. Also, Chiappa is dog friendly, so you can definitely walk your dog, because on Chiappa there's over 60 hectares of forest and trails where you can just wander around. You can't take them to one of the beaches, but the coast is definitely long enough, so you will find a quiet cove or a rocky spot where you can take your dog. And it's also allowed to take your dog onto the terrace of the restaurant and enjoy a nice, cold, refreshing beer with your doggies. This is a very specific question. What is the best resort for families? Because my kids are 5 and 7.
This is not an easy question to answer because we're traveling outside of the summer season, so most kids are back at school, and other than the odd young family with a baby, there aren't really any kids around.
And of course we also don't have kids of our own.
So I guess it's time to wake up our inner Peter Pan. If you were a 5-year-old, would you like it here?
There's only one way to find out.
Did you notice how easy she agrees with being the 5-year-old and not the 7-year-old?
I'm totally okay with being the 5-year-old. Okay.
You're stuck.
This is probably gonna be the most elegant thing I've ever done on this channel. I'm pretty sure that a 5-year-old would have a lot of fun here.
So this means I will be the 7-year-old. And I would also have fun here, but mostly on the beach. I don't know why, but as a kid I liked digging holes, so lots of sand is like heaven for me as a child. After all these years I still like digging holes. Look, I made a tunnel.
Oh my.
What would 5-year-old Linz do at Riva Bella? You already started.
Exactly this. Whee! I don't remember that I was getting nauseous when I was 5-year-old when I was doing this.
That's gonna be one long nauseous holiday. I want to pick the playground, but it's a bit far from everything else and I don't think my parents would want to spend a lot of time with 7-year-old Nick on this playground, so it's probably the beach again. I think 7-year-old me would mostly hang out somewhere around these things. This is fun. This is a toy library. Basically they recycle all the toys that kids leave whenever they go home. So now if you arrive as a kid, you get to choose one of all these things. There are inflatable things. They are even already inflated. There's spaghetti, boats, like lots of stuff. I'm not gonna throw all of it out because then I have to clean it up again, but you get the point. There is a lot of stuff in here. 7-year-old me would have so much fun here.
5-year-old me would definitely take the dragon and drag it into the sea and play with it.
Then somebody wanted to know where we stayed in each resort and what the best rentals look like. Chiappa has a very distinct camping site and accommodation site or holiday village site. We are obviously staying on the camping site and it's really camping in the woods together with camping at the coast. And we are lucky because we really have a seafront pitch with beautiful views over the sea. So now let's have a look at the rental side of the domain. We got the keys to one of the largest, I have an echo here, and that's actually normal. We got the keys to one of the largest villas at Chiappa, and this place is spacious. The bedroom is spacious, the living room, the kitchen, and look at this terrace. This is huge.
You have seaside rentals and you have rentals that are a little bit more into the forest, but that doesn't mean that you have to give in on the view. This place is huge. It's absolutely amazing. It can fit 6 people. The terrace is massive. And again, that view is just priceless.
At Riva Bella, the rentals are all mostly in mobile home style, but there's mobile home and mobile home.
Duna 4. Remember this because you will need it when you are booking your next vacation at Riva Bella. Why? It's not seafront, but you have the sea over there. You also have the nice breeze, yes, big terrace, nice kitchen, 2 bedrooms. But you also have a mountain view. And wait for it. The best is yet to come. I just hope I'm not gonna bump into something. How big is this terrace? It's massive. And also, on this terrace, you have sea view, mountain view, sea view, mountain view. You still remember the name of this place? Duna 4.
We are staying in the camping area. And what I like about the specifically Riva Bella camping area is that you have different parts. You can camp either right on the beach or very close to the beach where it's a little bit more packed. But then you have this flowing landscape as well where it's a lot quieter. This is really relaxed. Bagheera is divided in a campground part and something more like a holiday park part where everything is rental. We are staying on the campground and we got one of the front row seaside pitches, but still you get the feeling that you're in a forest, and the further you go in the back of the campground, the more it's like foresty, but you're never far away from the sea, and that's really cool. But of course where Bagheera really shines is in the holiday park with the rentals. These rentals here are crazy.
This villa is a 2-bedroom villa, and I personally love it because you are so close to the sea. Literally, look at it. I mean, it doesn't matter where I turn the camera, the sea is always just right there. I love it.
When you look around here, it's very easy to forget that you're still on a camping resort. To me, this looks like the Airbnb that you find when you forget to set your budget. Of course, I don't really know if this place is within our budget either. We don't stay here, we just got the opportunity to film around. But this is a beautiful place.
Moving on to the practical stuff. How are the mobile and the Wi-Fi connection in each resort? At our pitch, I only have 1 bar 5G, and it really depends on where I'm standing. And I can't access the Wi-Fi because that is only on certain spots.
It's definitely not the purpose of this video to turn this into a big who is the best at what kind of game, but something that's very important to us is Wi-Fi speed. So let's have a look. We're at the Wi-Fi point of Bagheera, and it goes very, very slow. We don't have full reception here, which is weird, but this is not video upload Wi-Fi. Maybe we should try again if we find a point with better reception. Second try. This is crazy. 250 megabit. Alright, we can watch Netflix at Bagheera and upload a video if we need to. Riva Bella has pretty much zero phone reception, but there should be fiber connectivity all around the resort, so let's see how that works. We get roughly 45 megabits download and a lot of upload, so this should definitely be enough to binge watch this channel while you're at Riva Bella. No excuses. At Chiappa we get 1 bar 5G at our pitch, and in other parts of the campground we get sometimes 2 or 3 bars, so basically we don't need Wi-Fi. But if you don't have international data, there is free Wi-Fi on specific Wi-Fi spots, and we're gonna test it. So we are getting almost 20 megabits. That's definitely Netflix, that's YouTube, that's, yeah, definitely enough. Here's another interesting one. Are there any no nude zones in the resorts, like places where you're not allowed to be naked? At Riva Bella, the only 2 places that require you to cover up are the restaurant and the mini market. So basically, the only 2 places where there is food that you didn't personally bring into the resort. At Bagheera, the no nude zones are pretty well defined. One of them is here, the main restaurant. Another one is inside the beach bar. Then it's also appropriate to cover up in the reception and in the supermarket.
During the day, it's perfectly fine to just cover up with the sarong, but in the evenings, from what we've noticed so far, is dress up nicely is the way to go.
Let us know in the comments how much this looks like dress up nicely. Before you completely roast me, keep in mind that I don't own a lot of clothes. In Chiappa, it's recommended to cover up in the shop and inside the restaurant. But when we asked the guy from the restaurant yesterday whether you can be naked on the terrace, he looked at us as if we asked whether the world is flat. And then he said, beach is right over there. What do you think? Are people gonna go all the way back to their van to put clothes on just to come to the terrace? Makes a lot of sense.
And I love that answer. This is probably Nick's favorite question. How is the beach and the sea? And they really specifically asked Nick to test the water.
Did you just ask how is the beach? Come on, this is Linguizetta Beach. It's the most famous nude beach in Corsica, one of the most famous in France, and I think it's in my top 5 of best nude beaches in the world.
It doesn't matter which direction you walk, it's all Naturist. And I think it's about 4 kilometers long, 5 kilometers, some say 3 kilometers, depending on who you ask. But it's absolutely stunning. It's super easy, it's super long, it's sandy, and the water is just perfect. I think we still need to test it.
Now, just out of curiosity, a few people asked me specifically to test the water. And I would like to know why. Is that because you want to use me as your thermometer, or do you just want to pester me? But if it's the second option, it's not gonna work, because I know what this water is like. It's not Caribbean warm, but it's definitely doable. And you have to keep in mind that it's only like, I think before 10 in the morning. I think I could swim in this water at every time of the day. If one thing, the beach is packed. Even when we were trying to film early in the morning, we already had to be very careful not to film any other people. You may be wondering why we are on such an empty stretch. That's because right in front of Riva Bella, the beach is completely full. But here we are right next to Riva Bella. There's a huge military zone with a huge beach, and this is also considered nude beach. So this is very relaxed. So let's do the seawater test. It may be hard to believe, but I'm actually looking forward to this. Alright, this is a little bit chillier than I thought. That's probably because it's midday and it's so hot outside, but it's still doable, I'll show you.
I know, right? Even for me. But it's not that bad.
Once you're in, it's perfect. But it takes a bit of a stress test. Of course, we're just a few kilometers away from Bagheera, so it would have been weird if the water was completely different temperature here.
The beach here isn't actually one beach, there are actually 2 beaches. You have the little one, which is just right in front of the windsurf and water sport place. And then you also have another beach, which is in front of the restaurant. And it's nice and sandy. It's definitely big enough because, yeah, you have 2 beaches, so you definitely can find your own spot. And if you don't have your own shade, you can definitely find a nice spot over there in the bushes between the trees.
And they also have a lot of beach activities here. There is windsurfing, catamaran, paddleboarding, and they even have a dive school. You don't see that often. A naturist resort with a dive school. Next up, how is the sea? It is flat. You think that's sufficient?
Definitely not.
I have to say it's 9 in the morning and it's already quite late in September, so it's probably gonna be chilly, but everything for the video. It is a bit chilly, but we're going for it. Look at me, swimming in Europe, in the sea, in September. And now my actual favorite question. What is the best thing to eat or to drink in each resort? We figured that it's not really up to us to choose what's the best, so we're gonna let the waiters choose for us. Merci. J'ai une question.
Je vous écoute.
Si je veux choisir seulement une chose pour boire, pour manger, qu'est-ce que je dois choisir? Qu'est-ce que c'est l'ultime recommandation?
Alors, pour les cocktails, moi je pars sur un cocktail déjà, je dirais le Basis Match, parce qu'avec le basilic, il est vraiment incroyable. Il est vraiment savoureux, etc. Après, en termes de repas, je vous conseillerais le cannelloni parce que c'est quand même notre plat le plus travaillé vis-à-vis de la cuisine. Et sinon, si on partirait plutôt sur une viande, quand même l'entrecôte Angus, parce que même si la pluma est très bonne.
Ça c'est parfait. This couldn't be better. Alors, de basil smash?
Oui.
C'était basil smash?
Tout à fait.
Ok, parfait. Et depuis, pour moi, l'entrecôte.
Très bien.
Et le... Ah, pour moi aussi, hein?
This was going a little bit fast, but we're having a cocktail that I've never heard of before, and we're getting steak. So this is a good day.
Let's try.
What are we having?
basil cocktail. Smashed basil. Oh wow. And the smell.
Does that work or am I upside down?
You are. How much alcohol is in that thing? Is it your first one? Are you sure?
Maybe too much.
Alors, c'est les deux entrecotes saignantes. Voilà pour vous.
Merci.
Et voici.
Merci.
Je vous ramène du pain.
Merci.
I'm not kidding. When I was looking at the menu outside, I was really hoping that this would be the recommendation. This looks good.
And it smells good too.
No words, great steak.
Bonsoir. Alors, aujourd'hui nous avons en plat du jour de la souris d'agneau avec une sauce au miel et un écrasé de pommes de terre monté au beurre. Sinon, en deuxième suggestion, j'ai le pavé de thon servi avec des frites et la poêlée de légumes du chef.
And shack, s'il vous plaît.
Ouais.
Très bien,
Merci beaucoup.
avec plaisir.
Merci.
Shotgun for the tuna steak.
Nope.
I'm not 100% sure what we're getting. I know that Linz is getting the tuna steak,
Yes.
even though I shotgunned. But I think filet d'agneau, I would guess it's lamb. The good news is that I was certain about the lamb. But I didn't know I was gonna get a full lamb. What does yours look like?
It's quite a big tuna as well. And it looks delicious and it smells delicious too.
Oh, this lamb is wow.
Happy, happy, happy. Good. Really good. Now stop filming, I want to eat.
Our waiter at Riva Bella was a little bit camera shy, but she recommended something with octopus. This looks delicious. Very garlicky, but I like that. This is a great recommendation. It's delicious.
Luckily, we share the same bed because my dish is also very garlicky.
What is your favorite spot in each resort? This is definitely my favorite place at Bagheera. It has it all. It has the beach, the sea, and wine.
Okay, I get it. It's fine. The wine is good. The view is good. But my favorite place is even better. This is by far my favorite place of the resort. I think it beats all the other places. Outdoor showers are the best. This is definitely my favorite spot in the resort.
I think that my favorite spot in Riva Bella is definitely the llamas. This may sound strange because this is a beautiful resort that has a great nude beach, but we see so many resorts and so many beaches, whereas I don't often get the chance to spend some time with llamas. Even though they don't really like me. I don't think that they want to spend a lot of time with me. But we can change that, because I know that they like the leaves of this tree. Oh!
Did he spit on you?
Spit on the other. Okay, one llama just spit on the other llama. That's something llamas do, so that's the most dangerous they get. But as long as they spit on each other. Did he spit on you? He's like the cutest llama. This is gonna sound really weird, but I think that my favorite spot in La Chiappa is actually the swimming pool. And not just because it has a great view, but because it's a heated pool. It says 29 degrees at 8 in the morning. You gotta love this. Actually, I think the worst part of this is gonna get out of the water again. Late September mornings can be a bit chilly, even in Corsica. And then we arrive at the last question. What is the biggest difference between each resort and which one is our favorite?
Picking a favorite is super difficult, and this is a very hard question to answer because all of the resorts, they have their own specific strengths and cool things that you can do. For example, Bagheera has the huge Linguisetta nude beach and very upscale rental accommodations. Riva Bella is all about relaxation because they have the huge spa center.
And they have llamas.
That is true. And Chiappa is the only resort that has swimming pools, and they focus a lot on activities. They have a surf school and even a dive center. So I guess picking the right one definitely depends on the mood and the state of mind that I'm in. And my recommendation is try them all.
That is exactly what we did and what we're probably gonna do the next time we're in Corsica. But now it's time to move on. We are going to Sardinia, and if you wanna know what's gonna happen there,
you know what to do. Subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in 2 weeks.
bye-bye.
When it comes to accommodations, you had a lot of options. A lot of options when you are... A lot of options. 3 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms, 1 bedroom.
At Chiappa it's mostly a rocky coast, but they have 2 very large sandy beaches. And this is... I don't know what this is.
Does the simple fact that the place allows dogs.
These are really funny. It's a toy bibliothèque. Bibliothèque is a French word.
You are surrounded and the sea is so close. Surrounded by the sea. I'm gonna do that again. I think you should really get rid of the hat, the cap.
No,
Yeah.
it's part of my image.
No, it's so much better.
It's a YouTube me.
It's so much, definitely not like this, the other way around.